what we do is, what he's saying is you have to live within the biocapacity, right? Which is the ecological carrying capacity of the landscape. Now, the administrators are only acting to increase the carrying capacity of the land. And therein, where is the conflict?
So it's a problem of governance as well, right? The democratic governance of the entire...
governance, everybody.
It's a governance issue as well that we need to...
We have to take out the part of increasing supply and move into managing demand, which is far more important. Look at water in Pune.
Right.
How much
it's
water?
Very similar to the way that the energy system is, because renewable energy, to sell renewable energy vis-a-vis non-renewable energy, is we kind of have to go through the same kind of democratic process, decentralization, and basically changing the mindset of the demand.
Managing the demand. Right. You can't have the same demand even with renewables. It is not possible.
Because the ecological aspect of this, whatever we are trying to convince and argue about, a lot of citizens are also not convinced. Government doesn't care about the environment. So because they care only about the economics part of it, then how about how do we build a very strong or a stronger case where we can prove that even economically this cannot sustain maybe after a few years?
Basically, does it make any difference to those secondary, the majority of the people? Does it really make a difference whether the riverfront is done or not?
Because changing mindsets is very important, but it's going to take a lot of time. Because human behavior is the most difficult thing to change actually.
Right.
So, because we don't have enough time right now, already how do we build that?
No, it's absolutely difficult. It's very, very difficult. The reason is because economics doesn't account for natural capital. Right? That's a simple answer to it.
Natural capital.
Economics doesn't account for natural capital. You take the case of the GDP, the gross domestic product. You open any newspaper and you'll see GDP, India's GDP वाढला, कमी झाला, 5% झाला, 7% झाला. We have overtaken America, China is overtaking us, so on and so forth. We are a nation obsessed with GDP. Now GDP accounts for all the flow of money in the economy, with no regard to what that flow is adding up to. War is great for GDP. COVID, swine flu was superb. Every accident on the expressway adds to the GDP.
Yes.
So it's not just the spending which is important, but it is also what kind of spending. Right? One part. Second is, at what cost has the GDP increased? Is a question which the GDP doesn't account for. So how much natural capital has depleted? How many mines have been exhausted of the minerals? You go to the site of Ministry of Natural Resources, MNRE, and you look for exhausted mines in the country. It publishes a list of exhausted mines in the country. And you'll be surprised of how many exhausted mines are there. Limestone, calcite, bauxite, iron ore, all of these, there are exhausted. We know Kolar gold mine, right? There is no gold in that. So there are many other exhausted. Now that is not captured in the GDP. Because we have taken that mineral, we have converted it into currency, and now it is floating in the currency. But we have depleted that mineral for future generations. Now that is not existing. Which means the GDP is a profit and loss statement with one side missing. It's only a profit statement, there is no loss. Which is completely ironic towards accounting principles, right?
Take into account who has the capital.
Absolutely.
Not
Correct. Yeah.
Who is generating?
Yeah, so there are many such limitations to it. So for example, it also doesn't tell us how is the wealth distributed in the country. So that's also not. Yeah.
Anil here. Anil is good.
Oh, hi. Sorry, meeting for the first time.
Yeah, I have a more conceptual question. Isn't there any benefit whatsoever from the proposed plan of this riverfront, barring the land creation and all that? Because there will be stagnant water throughout the year, where usually the river runs dry 8 months a year. So isn't that water going to
Which river runs dry?
The river, much of the year when it's not raining, is nearly dry and it's not full with water, right? Only monsoon and post-monsoon months.
Partial
we
side
have
is...
converted every peninsular river from seasonal to perennial with our sewage. Yeah, every river is perennial. There is no dry river in the country. Yeah, because we hold back water in the dam, use it. So how is sewage generated? You look at the per capita consumption. In Pune, per capita consumption they say is 135 liters per capita. Okay. 135 liters if each one of us is getting, we are able to drink and utilize it about 10 liters. 125 liters goes back as sewage. That is called as a non-consumptive water use. Consumptive water use doesn't end up as sewage. Consumptive water use you consume, make chai, sharbat and all of that, or cook. Exactly. So out of 135 liters, if 125 liters is going to go back as polluted water, then it has to be a perennial river. We are a population of 60 billion, 50, whatever.
My question was, if this stagnant water after this grand scheme is put into place is going to keep recharging groundwater better than before, maybe there is a benefit.
So there is a capacity of how much groundwater recharge can be done. After that it just saturates. The water table increases. And there are severe repercussions of water table increasing also. And the biggest problem is of water table increasing is that it turns the land into what we call in Marathi as sharped, brackish, saline hote.
Saline.
Entire Punjab is saline because of excessive canal irrigation.
Godavari is also getting saline.
Yes.
Somebody was saying that Sabarmati thing has actually made the Ahmedabad now on very shaky ground.
Yeah.
Because the water table has increased.
Water table has risen. So your question is, isn't there even a single benefit from that?
Yeah.
are we proposing?
This is the first time I'm thinking of such a question.
That's a good question. Because we
I've
are
never thought of
proposing
that.
proposing it, then there has to be at least one good point in that.
There are benefits to tertiary stakeholders, and that is why they are doing it.
I mean, that is only the benefit, right?
You can run on concrete and you can have your bhel puri, pani puri wala. And
That is more important in life.
increase, yeah. You can have
That has become important in life.
One benefit aside from the economic.
हा म्हणजे आजच्या पुरतं जगा, नंतरचं बघायचं कणित
आप
कशाचं.
मेला जग बुडला.
How does, I'm staying here, I'm a citizen of Pune. How do you tell me that this riverfront development is going to have an economic, how does it make a difference to me? I mean, how does it make an impact or a
So you don't start thinking about where your water comes from and where it goes.
No, if his water is coming from a Kent purifier, it doesn't matter.
If you are not aware of what, I mean, if you
Why
are
he
not,
will think about it?
have that
So-
awareness, right?
After this interaction which we had, has it changed anything in your mind?
yes,
It has.
from a bigger picture.
Correct.
Because you have to, but then you have to understand the complexity of the bigger picture.
Right. But at least, did you get some more reason to believe that if there is a riverfront development, I should be concerned?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So that's I think what we have to do. So every citizen is, once Einstein famously said, school education interfered with my intelligence.
I think what he is
I
coming
know.
from is.
I know.
That
Oh,
is
ह्याचे कान
interfering.
असे
Not
बंद
with us.
ह्याचे कान बंद केले पाहिजे.
Lot of
अभी face
education has taught us that water comes from a tap.
हाँ. So I think
अक्षरशः.
what he is coming
म्हणजे
from is